starring Lee Marvin.
Thank you. Thank you. Come in again. What's the matter?
There's 20.
It's all right.
Sure, if you don't know money. There's only one man who could turn them out this good.
Clint, are you sure?
I've seen plenty of bad paper in my time. We don't want the police coming here. Not about counterfeit money.
It's all right with me. No one's bothered us in years. Let's keep it that way.
The town was being hit with counterfeit 20s, and City Hall asked M Squad to cooperate with the Treasury Department. About 50 bills had turned up. That's $1,000. My name is Frank Ballinger, Detective Lieutenant, M Squad, a special detail of the Chicago Police. We'd worked with the federal departments before, and this time I was assigned to help Special Agent Joe McAdams of the Treasury Department.
It's beautiful work. Dr. Pierce was a top man.
Yeah, wasn't Doc Pierce sent up to Leavenworth on a 10 to 20 about 5 years ago?
Yes, and he died there 3 years later. But we never found the plates that made this bill. Here, see if you can tell the difference.
Yeah, that's a good job, all right. There's something about the curlicue around the figure 20 that doesn't look...
You got a good eye, Frank. That's one of the best bills since the war.
Maybe we're in the wrong business. Well, was this stuff passed as new money?
No, the lab says they've been aged recently. Rubbed with dirt and ashes.
Well, any lead to the dirt or ashes?
Oh, they could be found anywhere. Factory, shop, floor of some store.
It's a lot of help.
What we want is the king pusher and the plates. This money is so good, it can do a lot of damage to merchants and banks for years, unless we get it.
Yeah, we understand. If you get anything, Frank, don't move in, huh?
Yeah.
Coordinate with McAdams.
Ballinger. Oh, yeah. What's the address? Uh-huh. Okay, thanks. Well, this one's for you. 2 year bills showed up at this bank at Castle and Halstead.
I'll cover it.
Oh, look, is it all right if I keep this for a while?
Sure. Just don't get caught spending it.
Almost won myself 20 bucks, huh? I went to see a man who lived near Bughouse Square. He could have been one of the country's greatest artists, but after 30 of his 65 years in various prisons, mostly for counterfeiting, Tom Booth had had enough. Now he was a night watchman.
You flatter me, Frank, if you think I can do this kind of work still. Not with these hands.
Well, I didn't say you did, Tom.
Haven't held an etching tool for over 10 years. I got 5 the last time I did it. I put too much hair on Andrew Jackson's right here, see?
Then you, can't identify the bill, huh? Oh, come on, Tom. That's Doc Pierce's best artwork. You were his right-hand man.
That's right, but my eyesight's been slipping. I got stuck for one of my own sawbucks a couple of months ago. Must have been in circulation for 10 years. I guess some miser had it.
Well, Tom, I guess when you begin to slip, the old-timers don't come around much anymore.
Well, who says so? Clint Thompson comes? You almost had me there. Doggone it, Frank. Stop pulling the cop stuff on me, will you? Thompson's behaving himself. I wouldn't talk to Wilson for real money. Well, that's all that's left of Doc's old outfit.
Tom, if I wanted to get in touch with these guys, how would I go about it?
I don't know. You got something on them?
No, but I'm looking for Doc's old double sawbuck plates. That was struck from it.
I don't put the finger on old friends. I won't tell you where Thompson is, but he's clean. Wilson, I don't see. As for the plates, well, old Doc was like a squirrel expecting a hard winter. After each run, he'd hide the plates somewhere. in an old tree or in a well or a trunk. Not even the people who were working with him ever knew where.
The remark about how Doc Pierce used to hide his counterfeiting plates gave me an idea. I set up a rundown on the places he lived before he was sent away. In the meantime, we located Vic Wilson and had him brought in for questioning.
Tried for passing counterfeit money, 1955. Acquitted for lack of evidence.
Okay, I know the totals. 2 hits and 7 strikeouts. Not a very good percentage.
Well, we'll try to increase our batting average for you, Wilson.
You never could hang a counterfeit rap on me because I never touched the stuff. I don't know from nothing about any plates, Doc Pierce's or anybody else's. I work for a big contract printer, and my record's clean since I got out of Leavenworth. Can you prove it different?
No, we were just asking for a little information, that's all, Wilson.
So, they never found Doc's best plates, huh? Stuff turning up on him?
We are asking the questions.
That's all, Wilson. You can go.
Thanks. Thanks for everything.
What do you think?
I think he was really surprised. I also think that we planted a bee in his bonnet, and it's going to keep buzzing. So all we got to do is to watch him and see where he takes us. Wilson made 7 different stops in the next few hours. He had all the earmarks of a man on a treasure hunt, and I had little doubt that the treasure was Doc's plates. I made a list of all his stops to check into later, but then he came to one where he spent a long time, the Alice Stationery Store. I got tired of circling, so I decided to check on him and started looking for a parking space.
Hey, Doc liked you. Told you a lot of things. Talk. Come on, talk. Why don't you tell me where they are? I'll have to take the place apart till I find out.
Oh, we're still open. I don't know why the lights are out. Oh, Mr. Kidney, that husband ought to be here with the windows, please. Ought to be here now. Oh. Thank you. I can't understand it. I was only gone a few minutes. He ought to be here. Oh. What happened? Who did it? Why are you bleeding? Shall I call a doctor? Were you robbed, dear? Oh, are you all right, honey?
There's nobody out back. The alley door was open.
Clint, who did it?
Clint?
This is my husband, Clint Thompson.
Well, Mr. Thompson, better get your hat and coat. We'll talk about this downtown.
My husband hasn't done anything.
Well, I certainly hope not.
Won't you ever let him alone?
Wilson was sure Doc had left the plates with me. What do I have to do to make you believe I'm leveling?
Well, I guess Wilson doesn't have the plates.
Yeah. Why didn't you report the woman with the phony 20?
We told you.
Yeah, 3 weeks later. And then you destroyed the bill.
We burned it. We knew if we reported it, there would be questions and suspicions. We've been making out all right since Clint got out of prison. But if our customers find out about Clint's record...
They won't find out if you're telling the truth.
Look, you both know that destroying evidence is against the law.
I told you about it. You wouldn't have known if we hadn't told you everything.
What about the woman who bought the child's coloring book? Is she a regular customer?
No, we never saw her before or since.
Could you describe her?
Stupid of me. I just didn't notice. Just not very good at remembering people.
And you couldn't remember a woman who stuck you with a phony 20?
I know how it sounds. I was doing something else. I didn't pay her any attention.
All right, you two can go now. Don't leave time. You know, some people are like that. Can't even describe their own mother.
Anything on Wilson at all yet?
No, I put on an APB on him.
A lot of trouble digging up this list you wanted, Frank. Places Doc Pierce lived before he was nailed.
6 addresses in 2 years, huh?
Well, maybe he didn't want to get caught like a sitting duck.
I might as well give him a whirl.
You want to take the first 3, Frank?
Yeah,
I'll
fine.
check the rest.
Yeah.
Wear your rubbers, Frank. It's going to snow.
You just keep being a good little boy, and this time next year you'll be out there on your sled. Remember, it snows every single year. Daddy's going to keep your sled just like new, and before you know it, you'll be out there playing on your sled. Now I'll get Daddy so you can say goodnight to him. George! George? Honey, I'm putting Billy to bed. Now, you want to come up?
I'm right in the middle of something. I'll be up in a minute.
Well, try and hurry. George, this man claims to be a policeman and he wants to see you.
Yes? What's it about?
Oh, just a routine check, sir.
Do you have any objection to my seeing your identification?
Oh, of course not.
Suppose I call downtown and check on you.
Please do.
No, I guess you are what you say you are.
Well, why did you think that I wasn't?
We've been having a little financial trouble. We got behind in some of our payments. You know how it can be with payments.
Oh, boy.
Anyway, all sorts of people from collection agencies have been coming to the door trying to intimidate us. One of them even said he was a policeman.
That's a pretty serious offense. Did you report it?
No. What's this visit about?
Oh, we're just checking out a group of houses, and this happens to be one of them. Have you lived here long?
About 6 months.
Do you own it?
No, we rent it.
If you don't mind my asking, Mr. Eastman, what's your occupation?
I'm a sales executive.
Oh, what was that whirring sound I heard?
Well, on my own time, I'm a do-it-yourself guy. I've got a workshop down there.
You didn't happen to know the people that had rented this place before you?
No, we didn't, but I think the renting agency could tell you that.
All right, fine. I'll inquire of that. All right, thank you very much for your cooperation.
Really?
What I had seen in Eastman's house, a child's coloring book, could spell something or nothing. I told my boss and McAdams about it. They decided to wait and to watch the house on Daniel Street. I went back to see Tom Booth. Tom? Oh, Tom, it's Frank. A telephone call got a city ambulance to Tom's place in a matter of minutes. He had no broken bones or serious injuries, but he'd have to stay in bed for a week. The first thing Tom said to me when he regained consciousness was Wilson. But I'd figured that out the minute I found him.
Oh, you feel like talking now, Tom?
I protect my friends. Wilson, I'll talk about all night if it'll help you nail him.
Well, what about the places that Doc lived, before he was set up? I mean, any place you can think of most likely where he would have stashed the plates?
No idea. But wouldn't it be his last place?
Yeah, but where was that?
On Daniel Street. Wilson's off his head about those plates. Big plan to distribute them. He offered me a job in the operation if I tell him where the plates are.
Yeah. Well, we got a job for him in Stateville Prison. Look, Tom, just take it easy for a while, and I'll have a man stationed outside, just in case.
A child's coloring book, and the last house where a famous counterfeiter used to live. Here we had strong grounds for suspicion when we added it to the path of counterfeit 20s on the map.
Now, these pins show where the bills were passed. You'll notice a concentration on the north side.
Yeah, but not too many in the Eastman neighborhood.
That's right. But some have been passed there, and close to the address. You know, it's a funny thing, but in most of our cases, queer money is spread thin over an entire city.
That's some of the characteristics of an amateur job, huh?
Or a very smart professional to confuse us. Eastman's our only lead. We'll watch him and his contacts. Unless our hand is forced, the Treasury Department wants everybody involved, not just the little guys.
Well. Oh, hello, Miss Thompson. Any luck?
I think so.
Were you able to identify the woman?
This man drove me to a house on Daniel Street. A woman came out. She looked like the one that bought the child's coloring book.
Well, to look like isn't really an identification.
Well, we saw her in the market later,
Oh.
closer. Yes, I'd say she was the woman that gave me the 20.
All right, thank you very much, Miss Thompson. Would you go with this man and make a signed statement, please?
But what about Wilson? We don't want him coming back to beat up my husband
Oh,
again.
don't worry. We have a man watching the store.
Thank you.
Well, she identified the Eastman woman.
Well, you hit on it at her house last night, Frank.
Yeah, but a woman like her. Something's wrong. I'd bet money on it. Eastman maybe, but not his wife.
Sure, I called the paper. What's the fuss about?
You should have called the police first.
Well, you know it now.
He called the newspaper instead of us, Frank. He thought the publicity would be good for his store. Tell him what you told me.
All I said is one of your men came down to my store to talk to me about the counterfeit 20 just a while ago.
What man?
After the article came out in the paper, he read it. I certainly can't tell you any more than I told him.
Well, could you describe him for us?
He said he was a cop, about 6'1", 175 pounds, black hair and brown eyes.
Vic Wilson. Sounds like him, all right.
Yeah, that's him. Is he a gangster or something?
What did you tell him?
He wanted to know if I remembered who'd given me the 20. I said, sure, it was Dr. Harris. But certainly Dr. Harris is not mixed up in any counterfeiting, is he?
What about the doctor, Captain?
Well, he's out of his office, Frank. His nurse hasn't been able to reach him.
What's his address?
752 Carlton Way. You don't think that Wilson...
Sure, Wilson's after those plates.
When you come along with me, we'd like to have you give us a full statement.
What, again?
Yes, I will. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Lieutenant Ballinger of the police department. Have you been in contact with the doctor yet?
Yes, he's on his way back now. But I've already told the other policeman all about it.
The other policeman?
Yes.
A man about 175 pounds, 6'1", black hair and brown eyes?
Yes, that's
What
the
did you
one.
tell him?
Well, I don't understand.
Did you tell him who gave the doctor the counterfeit bill?
Well, in a way. You see, we don't take in much cash, so I happen to remember there were just 3 people who paid with $20 bills Wednesday.
Well,
I
who
gave
are
him
they?
Well, there's Mrs. Harold Quincy. She lives at
Well,
14...
who else?
And then there's Mrs. George Eastman. Now, the Eastmans...
Yeah, they live on,
well, the other address is Mrs. James Powell.
We'd been waiting to trap bigger game, but a hijacker had moved in on us. Wilson was a dangerous man. It was obvious that he didn't know Eastman if he was trying to locate whoever was passing the counterfeit money.
George, what are you doing home so early?
It's been a pretty slow day. Mostly just setting up appointments for the rest of the week.
Oh, Billy just fell asleep. I was taking him in the bedroom.
Well, here, let me do that. Mrs. Eastman?
Yes.
I want to talk to your husband. George Eastman? Yes? What do you want?
Plates.
What plates?
Plates and 20s. And don't act cute with me. I know what I'm talking about.
Do we owe you a bill or something?
But don't give me that noise, lady. I haven't got time for games.
George, who is he?
Keep out of the way.
What is it, George?
Now, don't be cute. I'll try it one more time. Where's the plates?
I told you, I don't know what you're talking about.
Does that help your memory any? Okay, I'll lay it out for you. Your wife gave the kid's doctor one of the double saw bucks. And Doc Pierce used to live in this place before he was sent up. That's no coincidence. You have his place and you have his money.
Get me the police.
Why, I want... All right. I'll give it to you.
Oh, that's better. Get in the kids' room, honey, and stay there. Remember, your husband's with me, so keep your trap shut. Now, hurry up. Come on, hurry it up.
Do as he says, dear.
Now, show me.
All right. They're downstairs in the cellar.
Our stakeout told me a man answering Wilson's description was still in Eastman's house. I smelled danger. I decided to try the backyard door for a chance to move in quietly.
Not a bad day's work. Where's the place? What I want, all right? These will be a do-it-yourself for you. I'll run another power line through here. Maybe you'll find another set of plates. Let's go.
Now, will you leave us alone?
Yeah, sure. Come on.
Found the money in the wall, I never thought I'd really use it.
You knew that you should have reported it to the police immediately.
Yes. Money pressures and bills piling up and people hounding us. We've always been living a little beyond our means, like a lot of people, I guess. But when my commissions began falling off, it was just impossible keeping up with things.
When did you first start spending the counterfeit money?
3 months ago, Billy had the accident. Crushed his knee. For a while, it looked as though he'd never be able to use his leg. And then he had to have this delicate operation. The whole thing was terribly expensive. Weeks in the hospital.
Well, what about the clinics?
For people like us, well, we've been living in a certain way. Keeping up a front. So when my son got hurt...
What's going to happen to us?
Well, fortunately, he doesn't have a record. The court takes everything into consideration. We had a counterfeiting ring, and it was only a little guy with domestic troubles. Eastman, a first offender, got 5 years on probation. I was glad for his wife's sake. He's making restitution now. Vic Wilson, the repeater, went away for 10 years in Statesville Prison, where he is kept busy with plates in the dishwashing room.